Hopefully I'm back. Don't know what was going on there, guys. My internet just dropped out completely. Welcome back. Thank you. The internet just took a complete shit. Let's refresh everything. Literally, like, my router was just like no internet receiving whatsoever. It just completely went dead. Yeah, I know. It doesn't. That's the first time my internet's dropped in like months. Never really happens at all. So, one of those things. The joys of going live, hey? Wonder if they are still going. Or did they stop? If not, we'll just continue doing some ARV on my own. Speculation was you got hit with the AFK farming ban. But nah, none of my cats would go near my my router, luckily. My cats are well behaved. For a second you thought Blizzard would ban me for talking to you? Nah, they wouldn't do that, man. They wouldn't do that. Where was we anyway? Let's do some more dungeons. We'll be live for another hour. As long as the internet holds out. Make sure I'm live on there again. Yes, I am. All good. Live on both. Perfect. Gotta contend with this queue again. I was trying to reset my router from up here to see if I could do a complete reset just using the app on my phone. But then my app on my phone wouldn't even connect to the router. It had just gone completely to shit. Never mind. Back on it. It's just a matter of like farming and farming and farming though to beat that. And then you'll get there with it. There's only one way to beat RNG. I mean, you're not really beating it, but it's just play more. It's the same with any Diablo game, really. You know, even when I played with D3. Play more chances of beating RNG and getting the pieces that you want. In D3, you won't forget all the good shit. Hey, how's it going, man? It's a long time no see. That is a trouble when you play with someone else on, like, co-op though, right? You get Osso here? I haven't seen Osso in the stream tonight. He did ask me to do dungeons earlier on, and I was like, man, I'm doing PvP. And then when I was done doing PvP, he was in there doing PvP. So I just started doing dungeons on my Todd. I'm very well. Very well. Excited for things to come this month with the game. Hopefully we're going to get some good shit. How's things over on the old server? You gotta work for the good shit. I know. You gotta work for the good shit because Blizzard wants you to pay for the good shit. It better be laced with gold. You would have thought so for the price, right? For the price they think you can pay for stuff like the Phantom cosmetics. And the Phantom thing that's on now. I get the 5 whist, it doesn't roll, fort strength, and then... Man, why do you want strength anyway? Like, in this game, if I could get him to remove one thing, it would be strength and intelligence. Just a pointless stat. They should just call it damage. Yeah, I know. They even nerfed that. I agree. That used to be, right, a guaranteed 5-star, yeah? Literally used to be a guaranteed 5-star. And now they're like, you know what, guys? Same price. Same price, but you've only got a 20% chance at a 5-star. Lolo. How long is this song going on for? Mr. Lucky, welcome in. Let's skip this song. I'm sure I've heard it about 16 times. How's it going, Mr. Lucky? Well, in Diablo franchise, strength and in increases damage, but also toughness and something else, but not in this game. I think they're just trying to keep it consistent. Yeah, I agree. But I think that it just doesn't make sense, right? Literally, why have a stat in there when it literally just says increases damage? Increases damage. These two just increase this number here, which is just pointless. You know, if intelligence also increased your resistance, that'd be cool. You know, if they just changed it to damage, moving set items from one class to another would not be a problem, right? Can I answer your question again? What the question you asked before the DC? What was the question? Just remind me what the question was, because I was trying to answer it and then my internet decided to take a dump. If they allow us to pick the attribute of the set items in gear, that would be... become too easy though. Which 4-star gem should I pick for a lightning summon build and poison build? Bloodsoaked Jade, or you've got 2 gems you really want to choose from when you're doing 5-star gems. In my mind, you should be looking to get BSJ and then roiling consequences. And there's an argument to be had for which one to take first. What does chat reckon? Whoever's in the chat currently, would you take roiling first, or would you take Bloodsoaked Jade first? Depends on the class. Let's say Necro. Roiling works with Necro and with summons. But I still think if it was me, I would go Bloodsoaked Jade. Personally. Bloodsoaked Jade gives you that 10% movement speed, which is really nice. Getting it to rank 5, like Gamer just said, is really, really good. But then looking for a roiling as your next one is definitely... No, it's not cooldown. It's to do with damage reduction, isn't it, at rank 5, I think. You're thinking of Bottled Hope. Yeah, you're thinking of Bottled Hope, which is the cooldown reduction, aren't you? Yeah. No Colossus love. The only reason I say Colossus Engine is off that at the moment in time is because it only affects certain summons. It's definitely one you should aim to get after them two, but as a newer player, you should focus on getting like Bloodsoaked Jade and then roiling consequences. And then if you're using Blackwall Mages and you want to stay summons, then definitely go for a Colossus Engine, because it's just going to give you straight up skill damage. Yeah, 3% of rank 4, yeah, and 4% of rank 5. Top 4 gems to get first would be BSJ, roiling, Bottled Hope. Bottled Hope. There's an argument for Bottled Hope, and I will say this. With Bottled Hope, it's a gem that can be affected. You can be affected by your party with Bottled Hope, right? So if your Bottled Hope is like rank 3, and then you've got someone in your party that's got a rank 5, that will override your Bottled Hope, so it's kind of pointless. You want to have the highest Bottled Hope in your party to make it worthwhile. So in my mind, if you can get your Bottled Hope to rank 6, you're going to have your Bottled Hope higher than most other people. So that's where it really shines. Summons Bottled Hope though does double dip, right? So if you're playing with someone who's got Bottled Hope, it's going to proc on you and proc on your summons, so you're still going to get the double dip. So if you're a lower end player and you haven't got the chance to get Bottled Hope, it's not the end of the world. So that one really probably goes down to an A tier. I wouldn't necessarily put it as I say an A tier, probably A plus at a lower level. As soon as you get to a kind of a higher reso and you want to start progressing further, then it definitely moves up into the S tier. I know I put it straight into S tier on my build, on my gem guide, but I think as a newer player, the priorities should definitely be start off with Bloodsoaked Jade and roiling consequences. Hi there, how are you? Welcome in. Pomoko. That's the thing with Bottled Hope. Bottled Hope is one of those weird ones. It's a really, really good gem, but you want to have a good rank so you get the kind of the benefit from it and putting it into your build permanently. Because if someone else is using it that you regularly party with, then the benefit is you're not going to get that, because it's just going to overwrite your hope. So definitely BSJ to start with, and then I would go for roiling afterwards. And if you're using roiling, definitely make sure you're throwing in a Mother's Lament as a 2-star as well. Stack that damage. All you've got to remember when looking at gems as a lower kind of a free-to-play low spender is just look at crit chance. The more crit chance you do, or you get, the more damage you're going to do. That's better. The E wouldn't work. You switch out your Mother's Lament with CE. Mother's Lament is in Gem Reso for CE. The thing with Mother's Lament and using Roiling as well is if you can get to, you know, you really want to be looking to get to like as close to 100% crit hit chance as you possibly can. So if you're without Mother's Lament, if you're not getting to like 60% and above, really, then you should really be prioritizing Mother's Lament on top of using it with Roiling Consequences. You know, you think in this build, I'm using Mothers, I'm using Roiling. I'm not using, you know, I've got Colossus Engine as well, because obviously I'm using all skill. I agree, Gamer. That's a very good point to make to a lot of people. My next guide is going to interest a lot of people, I think, especially newer players. You switched to Necro yesterday with 0 mastery and died 3 times on mobs from bosses in Hellslayer bounties. How much have I spent in total in the game in 3 years? Probably more than what I'd like to have done. Probably, you know, £1,000 a year. I don't think that's that bad when you're playing a game you really enjoy, right? And it is a pay-to-win game, so if you're really enjoying it, it's one of those things in that you're like, oh man, I want that. You got that FOMO, fear of missing out, when, you know, there's a really good deal on, and you're like, man, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. And I've got such addictive personality as well, so I have to control myself. I think the only gems as a low player, what Snipes is saying there, the only kind of 5-star gems you want to look at as a lower reso player is definitely BSJ and Roiling. Because they're just really, really good. Once you get to 2.5 res, you will chill out. I mean, you say that. I think everyone says that. Exactly, gamer. Everyone says that. It's like, I only want to get to 1,000. I want wings. I only want to get to 2 because I want to do a bit more damage. I'll get to 3. I'll stop at 3. Nope. You're at 3.2 and working to 4. That is a grind and a half to get to 4. Like, I've just literally peeked over it by just throwing in some gems. I've actually managed to get the new wings at 4K. But I'm not over it all the time. I mean, I will be eventually. I've got plans, you know. I want to, you know, still work my way above that 4K and towards the 5K, but that's long-term plans now. You know, when I think about 5K, I think like end of the year maybe. Once you realize that reso is not the not the be all and end all of the game. You kind of, you stable yourself out a little bit. That's another thing as well, Snipes, that people don't really think about. Awakening gear as a new player is so fucking good. Like, sometimes better to awaken your gear than it is to think about reso. You could just wail and get your gear to all 30 in purple. Though. You don't get your gear to 30 by wailing, sadly. Yeah, being a WoW doesn't get your gear to level 30. Man, I thought you'd ended the stream. Nah, man, the internet just took a shit. Just wasn't like crunch. Hasn't happened in a long time. Not completely down all of a sudden like that. Very rare. Kerry Webb, welcome in. Surgical Snipes, the #1 Diablo More player. As brought to you by Google. Solar Miner, welcome in. I have 5 Awakening, working on them as I can. Yeah, it's definitely one of the better things you can do as a new player or a free-to-play player. You know, working on them Awakening slots, because they give such good bonuses. It's definitely something not to sit on. Did I get it? Did I get it? I did. Oh, I hate this fix. So rough. I'm gonna die. Oh man, you did the hell. That's not a bad call though, right? Doing that to 10. I recommend anyone that can, when an event gem comes like Morton Skull, Bell Hit, get it to 10 if you can. Rank 8 at least. If you can get it 10, GG. Because there's no point in trying to do it afterwards because of the cost, right? It's just pointless. You need a Morn Skull in the market right now. They may bring them back in special like events they could do, right? They could just be like 1 day only. They can drop. You know, something like that. Be a cool little event. You're a low spender, but decided to spend on it. 150 pound, 150, but now I'm on cooldown, lol. Yeah. So, lol, if I'm lucky, I could get 2 of those boxes for a 4-star gem. I haven't looked to see what the rest of the rewards on there. That's one of those things. That's why people like, you know, if you missed out on it, it is one of those things, really. It's a shame because it is a really good gem. Mornskull is a great gem, and Bellhair is a very good gem. You know, Crimson, very good gem. Rank A for PvE, PvP, S tier every single time. Lego. You got us to rank 5. That's not bad. We can definitely going to see more of them sorts of gems come to the game, but they're all event based. 100% we will. You can imagine the 5-star BSJ is OP. It is like once you get to the rank 10. You'll notice a difference with it though just after you rank up a couple of ranks as a new player. Rank 10 just as a base, it will give you like 1,000 reso, so. Yep. Why did you go to the EU and Oceania service? No regrets. Don't have any regrets. How much does it cost to whale? I think someone said the other day it takes about $5,000 to rank a gem from like rank 1 to rank 10. So you think you're doing that 8 times for your main gems? But that only gets you to 8,000. The max is like 13,000 reso at the moment, I believe the max is. And you can get like, once you get to 8k, you open up all 16 extra slot in your wings. It is 16 extra slots in the wings, right? If anyone here has got to that level, just confirm that. I'm not just making up bullshit here. Which then you can slot in the rest. That can't be 16. Oh, I'm sure I read it was 16. Oh, then you're talking about like when it comes to other things that you spend on, when you start ranking up normal gems, once you get above 5, you have to then use an echo crystal. An echo crystal then cost you at 7k with 8 wing slots. Okay, and with that wing slots, you can put in any gem you want to, can't you? Yeah, and you get full resto out of it. So if you put in like a rank 10 5-star, that's another 1,000 resto. Never really looked into how the wing slot actually works. Yeah, they're 500 plat each. You need... Oh, so I am incorrect in saying that. Okay, cool. So you need, when it comes to ranking a gem from rank 1 all the way to rank 10, a normal gem here, you need like nearly 20,000 normal gems, and then you need 131 of them echoing crystals, which is like 65,000 platinum. And then bear that in mind, you need to do that 20 times to fill all of your normal gem slots. And that's why we need a catch-up mechanic for new players when it comes to normal gems. I actually thought of another way of them doing it, guys. And I am doing my next guide that I'm working on is going to be based on normal gems and kind of giving new players a kind of insight with it. But why not when a new player starts the game and they start at level 1? Every level they go up, just give them 100 normal gems for every level. Because by the time they get to 60, they would have enough gems there to rank a lot of their normal gems to like rank 5. Catch-up mechanic done. Like Blizzard and NetEase need to figure a way of keeping new players in this game, right? So just give them 100 gems per level while they're going from 1 to 60. Any new character, all bound gems. Any new character, so any new character, doesn't matter if you know or not, any new character that's made on the journey from 1 to 60, every level you go up you get 100 gems, and they could cycle it because there's 6 types of gem. So the first level up you get rubies, then citrines, you know, and so on. If I worked at Blizzard, I'll be fired for those types of ideas. The trouble is, like, it sounds like a bad idea, but the main issue that people quit this game as new players now is because they can't get past the wall with normal gems. Now, if they could get people past that wall of normal gems, more people would pay towards the game. So in theory, they'd make more money because more people would stay. Like if I just want to be in the top Inferno, I just have to have my gear up correctly and be at 1.5k res. Res doesn't even matter. Really. You want these stats. You want these stats to be at a good level. And then have your CR at the correct level. At this moment in time with no catcher mechanic, the longest grind new players have is getting gear to level 30 and getting normal gems to like rank 5 is easy to do. I say easy to do. To get a gem to rank 5, you start figuring it out. So obviously my new guide I've just explained is going to be around normal gems in a way that really opens the kind of eyes up to new players and the issue we've currently got. So on here, let's make this a little bit clearer. I think we've gone back to this a few times. To get to rank 5, you need 81. So you need to do that 20 times to cover all of your sockets. 81 normal gems isn't that bad to do. And you start figuring that out when it comes to everything else. If you've got like 81 times 20 to do, to get to rank 5, all of your gems, if you was leveling them from the 1 to 60 using that kind of catch-up mechanic I just suggested would be doable, right? The only downside is once you get to rank 5, to go to rank 6 then becomes the bigger jump, because you need 243 plus the echoing crystals. The trouble is, you say that, like, rank 5 here is only going to give you 56. But as soon as you go to rank 6, you know, it's giving you a lot more. Then rank 7, double that. You really want to be getting these to like rank 7. Is that the confirmed total there? Is that exactly the right amount, gamer? Because I was actually going to figure that out for myself. But if that's the exact amount, then I can just cheat and take your answers. 163 plus 84, so you get 247 max a week. Yeah, because you get from Verge, right? You get, is it 63? Yeah, times 2, isn't it? 63, yeah. Arsenal is good if you have an organized clan to help. Without a good clan, it's just all bad. I think this game, so the total is 210 a week. Okay. Yeah, I think when it comes to the battle pass and everything, I have to work all that out. The free battle pass. We want to go for free battle pass, nothing that's paid for, right? So when it comes to the free battle pass, yeah, and hilts. Let me just write this down. Let's get rid of that crap. My room is literally full of post-it notes. I use post-it notes for everything. So we've actually got 123 from Verge or Ereban. And then you've got, so it's 210 in total when you add everything else on. And then we've got Battle Pass. And how many times do you get to choose on the free Battle Pass? So just the top row. Oh yeah, 126. It's too late to do maths, man. We got 1. Do you get, how many do you get in each of these? Is it 3 per, what was it, just 1 gem? Isn't it 3 from each of these? $10 from hilts. Two. 3. 4. So then you got 4 lots there. I'm pretty sure you get 3 each, right? I'm sure it's 3. Let's do a bit of Survivor's Bane while we're just chatting. I ain't done any of this yet. So you don't really get many per week. Like, not really at all. It is pretty shit, isn't it? You know, that as a new player coming into the game, and then one of us saying to a new player, oh, by the way, you want to get your gems up to like rank 5 and 6, but you're going to need to farm each week, and you're only going to get like 240 a week max, or 230 whatever is a week max after collecting absolutely everything. It's just really fucking shit. My advice on normal gems is never sell them. Ever. Never sell your normal gems. No point. Waste of time. They're more valuable than anything in this game. Oh, Winds of Fortune. That week, that one time it did double was like amazing. Best advice to give a new player is join a good clan. If not, it's going to be a long ride. I don't even think that's the best advice you can give. I would say join a good warband. Get with a group of people that are like-minded in a small warband. Luna, thanks for following. Except when you need a 5-star. Hello, Luna. Except when you need a 5-star Starfire. Don't think I've ever used a Starfire gem in any of my builds. I don't think it's a necessity. I actually buy blues for 150 and sell for 325. Not often that happens, no. It's not very often that happens, and I think it's going to be even less once the new update goes live, right? No problem. I'm new to... We're just talking exactly about kind of players like Luna, who's just joined on Twitch, guys. Now, a new player playing on mobile. Got a quick question. Is it cross-platform? It is, yes. You can play on PC and you can play on mobile. And that's exactly why I like the game. Towers are the #1 benefit of clans at the moment. Yeah, agreed. Especially if you're in a clan that's got free. How new are you then, Luna? When did you start playing? It's so good to have new players playing. I think it just shows what a real kind of good game the game really is, right? You started playing like 2 days ago. What class did you choose? Did you go with the Necro or did you go with someone else? Oh, you live stream as well and went with a mage. That's kind of cool. You're going to have some fun with a mage, I think, leveling up. What else do you live stream then? Are you live stream for a long time or? I think one good thing that the new players have got, guys, that coming into the game, the community is like really strong, right? If you can get into, you know, a live stream, chatting to us like we are now, and you can find people that are like-minded on your server, the community is really strong. Especially the Necro community. The Necro community is really like, yeah. It's been a min since you streamed, though. What did you stream when you used to stream then? Because I'm literally like a brand new streamer. I've only started streaming in the last like month or so. Been a YouTuber since last November when I really started posting stuff. The Necro community, though, gamer, is like so strong. It's just unbelievable, really. I'm still surprised, like, when I started posting infographics back when the game first came out for Necromancer on the DI Discord, and how strong it was back then, it's still just as strong. Skyrim, Dauntless, Valorant, League of Legends, and Smite. So you've done a fair few different things then. Sounds like you like your MOBA style. Or are you an ARPG as well? I'm mainly like ARPG. Love ARPGs. I think even once this game dies out, which is probably a couple of years away, I should expect, I will still go to an ARPG. So you like a good mixture then? Yeah. MOBAs and FPS as well. I've never really been into the old... Oh, I suppose when I was younger, first-person shooters, I was, but I think as I grew a bit older, I then got into WoW and stuff like that, which then brought me into games that are kind of like more MMO-based. It is really. I honestly haven't seen any other community for other classes. Not like this anyway. No. And I think what I did with the Discord, my own Discord, is I brought it in as, you know, mostly Necro based, but I've included other classes because I know people like to switch to other classes. But the reason I did it was because I know a lot of players go on to the main DI, and it can really get overcrowded sometimes in that main Necro channel. Depending on how quick the chat is going in there and what's being talked about, I've known it to go, you know, conversations to go on for days sometimes. So having a separate Discord, yeah, my own Discord, is really good for the whole Necro community. Well, it's not the first time I've heard that about other class communities. I need a health pool. Nice. Oh, what one should we go next? Let's go Blood Knight. You switched from Barb 2 days ago, have been Necro before, but not for a year or so. Necro is just one of them unique classes, I think, in most games, isn't it? That, you know, you've got a lot of different builds you can play. You know, even us now, we've got a lot of builds that are similar, but there is not just like one build for everything, so you're always swapping, which is kind of nice. What level have you got to, Luna? Worst boss in her. I think 11. You got some leveling to go yet? Or is that level Paragon level 11, or have you just standard level 11? Because once you get to level 60, then you get new levels. Standard level. Okay, yeah. Once you get to level... Oh. Fucking birds and them shit. Oh, this is me dead. This is me dead. Go. Whew. Literally thought I was going to die there. Been stalking the channel for builds. We don't mind stalkers, man. Why? You got a long way to go, but got to go waiting on my girlfriend. I've been tuning into your stream often. Nice meeting you in Surgical, by the way. That's nice to have you in, Luna. You're welcome in anytime, mate. We're very chilled here. We just like to just chat and just chill out. You can even take advantage of us. Don't tick us off. Or you have a golem at your front door in real life, lol. Can you imagine that? Just be like, just go sort this guy out. He's fucked me off in a BG. Jump into your golem mount. Out your office window. Larf, to get your gear to 30, you basically got to grind like crazy in dungeons all day. You've just got to grind like crazy. Not necessarily just in dungeons, just crazy grinding. Should you buy the legendary crest at the merchant as a free-to-play? I think if you've got like the platinum to buy it, then buy it. Any crest you can get that doesn't cost you real life money, then go for it. What you want to make sure you're doing though, Naz, is definitely making sure that you get to 10 legendary crests and then keep them and wait for the double drops, the mirrored jewels event. No, you can do it quicker than that, Kerry. It can be done in about 6 months now. Should you prioritize that or focus on Echoing Dawns? Ah, rip. Rip, guys. Too busy reading chat. Let's go again. That's a difficult one to say. I would say Awaken Your Gear is definitely something you want to do. But yeah, you've got, it all depends on your rank 4, if you got rank 4 gems. Awakening Gear is really good and you definitely want to do it. But also you want to have a, you know, be able to get them 10 crests. And then wait for that Mirror Jewels event as a free-to-play player, because that's when you definitely want to be using your crests. You've just started. What level are you then? Another new player. So it's hard to hold those crests. You know, it becomes easier as you play the game and you kind of just go, right, I'm not going to use them. You know, I think I've got currently like 40. Because I'm just waiting for one of these Mirror Jewels events. Because it's the best time to use them. The one thing just don't do is never sell your normal gems, ever. It's a mistake a lot of new players make. Kerry's been playing 3 years and get itchy fingers. And I used to just spend legendary crests every time I got them. And I think now, since I have just started creating content, I think I just don't need to. And I would rather save them for like 100 or a Mirror Jewels. And then we can just do them on stream. Yeah, never sell normal gems ever. No matter what people say, like, normal gems should never be sold. We all make that mistake when we first started playing the game 3 years ago. It was like, we need to have rezo. We need to have rezo. Sell all our normal gems, max price. You'll be able to get all your rezo you need, and then you'll be able to do uber damage. And then everyone was like, that's not how it works. I didn't even know what I was selecting here. What was the time anyway? Yeah. Getting time towards the end. Work again tomorrow. You've had 120 plus crests. Man, that is insane. You burn all your rare crests though. I save them so I've got enough to do 30 runs every week. You're saving for the 19th. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Trying to get to 100 crests ready for the 19th. So... yeah, I think I'm going to buy the packs that are in there currently. The actual kind of packs that are like £14.99. And get some of the crests and the orbs. And then, you know, buy all them ones and then see what comes out on the 19th as well. So what would be a way better way to get platinum in this game besides selling gems? I would say, like, if you get in excess of... Terra essences, sell them. You know, my Terra essences, I've currently got like nearly 100. It sounded that I have to download Discord just to Necro community. Oh man, you should come and join us in my Discord, man. There's like nearly 500 people in my Discord now. So good. I've literally just picked random skills here. I didn't even pay attention. Like, I don't even... No class are the same. Pointless run. What is blocking me here? There's like a thing in the way. You've been playing for a week now and reached... Wow, you have been going ham, mate. Naz is like a monster, guys. Did you even touch grass this week, man? Spamming Airban every day. That will definitely get the XP you need. They banned you? Was you spamming though, man? Was you spamming? I can guarantee you every Discord you join is like that little chat in the kind of the leader chat. It's like, we gotta watch this Snipes guy. He's a #1 Diablo Immortal spammer of the land. Google has told me so. Just watch him. I think you're a changed man though. I really do. You're reformed, no more DI for you. Do you go kind of, do you go back to your normal self once you're back on DI? Are you completely reformed now? There's no going back to the OG snipes. You're like a new person. What's the best dungeon build? As Necro, I would say the build that's on my channel with Golem, but some people use Mage. You heard Surgical Snipes tried to get in GZ clan, but they said no. Snipes tries to get in everyone's clan. He just kind of tried to sneak in. The trouble is, I think the clans you tried to get into, man, are like, especially when you was trying to get into Akuma, like we literally look for like end game players simply because we're that type of clan, right? We are a top playing clan. The Golem build is good. It's very easy to get the essences for. Yeah, I agree. Also depends on what your reforges are like though as well when it comes to the best dungeon build. Because your reforges, you really want to have like loss of control effects on them as well, so you do more damage to them. You're welcome, Naz. You're welcome. The good thing about the builds in this game is they're mostly like evergreen. So all the builds you see on my channel now, they're all still viable. There's not many of them that have been really nerfed into the ground. You just can't use them anymore. They're all still viable. You hate when the armory resets some of your essences. The armory is like so buggy sometimes. It is annoying. I'm hoping we get some kind of quality of life updates in the patch to our armory. I want definitely warband rooms on there. Because that would be the best quality of life change they can possibly do to warband. Giving us room selection in our armories. Not enough space. This needs to change as well. Which build would you recommend as an overall build for PvE? Like one build for drifts and dungeons and overworld? I'd probably say the dungeon build fits that. But I think the difference between dungeons and overworld is you'd probably want to switch into using ray form simply because you want to be using bleak augury pants so you have max movement speed. And that is the difference between the dungeon builds and kind of the what did damage a little more? Still more. Yeah, it's the difference between the dungeon builds and the overworld builds is bleak augury. because you don't need it in dungeons. You just need to have corpse lance class affix on your gear. How much of this have we got? So yeah, the affix that I'm kind of talking about when it comes to this, look, if you can get 2 out of 4 on that, you'll be at like 70% speed in dungeons without having Bleak Augury in this current build. I know what it's all about because we've got so many legendaries. Let's go see what trash we got. Have you tried reforging 2 Inferno, 1 green gear and 1 Inferno 6 gear? No, I haven't tried that. Any above 5k? Nope. So all them legendaries can go.
Let us forge.
How about the greens? What do we get? Keep. Can you try? I don't have the mats. I'm not sure what would happen if you rolled like a lower Inferno green with a... What mats do I have? I mean, there's a hell. There's an Inferno 3. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. I mean, for science, right? Let's go item crafting. Let's see what I can craft as a lower Inferno. So let's go like Inferno 2. I've only got 4. Inferno 1. Got none. Inferno 3. It would still be the same. But we'd have to make sure we rolled 3 of the same. So let's just go... Let's go for something that I could possibly use. If it does roll I6. Let's go and go... What am I actually using on this build? I mean, we could just do... We'll do Urge belts. What do we say? Inferno 3, didn't we? We said Urge. So let's craft one of these Inferno 3s. And then go Inferno 6, Urge belt. And craft 2. Let's see what they turned out to be like first. I mean, there's the one we need to use. And then we've got this one, and this one. But I think we'll roll this one, and this one. It's in events, isn't it? So we're going to roll this one, and this one. So we got I3. And then we got I6 and I6. For science. Science fair ended. That's what happens. That's made me curious. Yeah, I got I6 gear. So I had one I3 and then 2 I6s, and that rolled into an I6. That's interesting. I wonder what if you could do that even more. Yeah, that's got me thinking, guys. Like, can you cheese the system even more? If anyone else has got any lower mats, I mean, I could use these ones and then craft one of these as well. You know, if I go here and go here, we'll do the same belt. Actually, no, because it's going to confuse things. Let's do open gut. Let's do 2 of these. And then 1, 6. Just for science.
I hope that can help.
Okay. Because I don't intend on using this shit anyway, so... No, I'm not impressed by it at all, Solo, so I'm not really bothered about using the rolls, right? So we got an I5, an I5, and an I6. So 2 I5s and 1 I6. Gives you an I6. Has anyone got any mats so they could just roll 3 I5s and see if it turns into an I6? Has anyone got their mats? Try 3 times a lower Inferno difficulty to see if it turns into an I6. Is that confirmed as? I kind of want to just go through my stash and try and see if I can confirm that on stream, right? You tried it. I just need some shit gear. If I've got 3 of the same pieces of shit. Memory. That's I5. That's not... Let's go back down here because there's bound to be some shit down here. I don't know if I'm going to have 3 the same of anything though. That's the thing. I suppose it doesn't matter as long as I can craft it. But it's handy to know that you can have 2 lower pieces and a higher piece, and that still works. And maybe I'll try that and see what other ways we can cheese the system. But I am definitely going to leave the stream there because it's 20 to 1. Work in the morning. Maybe it's just 1 I6 gear and you can put dog shit in for the 2 and just get an I6. It does seem that way. I wonder how low you could actually take it though. I mean, could you craft a Hell 2 piece?
Hey there. Good to see you.
I mean, while we're here, right? Is it gonna? Will it take that?
I hope that can help.
So what we got here? Like this really Hell 3 was it? Okay. Wow. Yeah, damn. Definitely. You can literally just put in like one I6 and anything else. Literally one I6 and anything else. Doesn't matter. So that's really quite OP for newer players. If they've unlocked I6 just. Yeah. Go for it. I mean, there's no reason to why that won't work like that, so do it. You see it here first. It's kind of OP when you think of it like that then. I didn't think that would actually work. Like, you can just farm hell and GG. Shoot. The 4-star Bloodsoak Jade gives you 920 res. Yeah, it does, because you need 5 stars to make it that extra 80 res. So where's this again? So we go back to this, which we'll use this website loads. If I go to legendary gems, 5 stars. So on here, you'll see this shows. Why isn't that showing? It's because I'm zoomed in too much. There we go. Go Bloodsoak Jade, right? So rank 10 2-star gives you 820. Rank 3 gives you 860. Rank 4 900. Rank 5 1000. Bro, lol. I've forged an open gut from Inferno 1, Inferno 3, and Inferno 4 and got a 6. 3 suckers. GG, man. GG. It must just go based on what you've got open, right? It must be based on literally what your hardest difficulty is, and it doesn't take into effect the actual difficulty of the green sets. Hey, Fexes. Did you know that, Fex? You can put into that Reforger for set things. You can put in any item you want, green set, from any difficulty, and it will pop out as I6. That's really cool to know. Well, we just tried it for science and it works. So Gamer was literally just saying he put in a piece from Inferno 1, Inferno 3, and Inferno 4 and got an I6 out. It's good information to have for newer players for sure. I mean, if they want some fast res, then why not? Res isn't any for everything though. Don't get fixated on res. Res just looks good. That's all it does, yep. But on that note, I definitely think it's time. We'll leave that in the inventory. Actually, before I go, let's go just sort my familiars out. So I've used a new set crafting system and haven't got anything good. No.
Most things in here go right.
Let's put Sanctum on. Yep, I am going to go hit the sack for sure. Work tomorrow. Stream again. Did I say Friday? I did. Stream again Friday, guys. Hopefully the internet won't play up Friday and we'll be able to just smooth sail through it all and get to legend by Friday, hopefully. And then we may even do like a couple of cheeky streams over the weekend. So we'll see. Definitely gonna have a stream on Sunday, but we may do another cheeky one in the daytime on Saturday. We'll see. We'll see what I'm doing. We'll see what I'm doing. I've got to start organizing ready for the next normal gem video. So which I think everyone's going to like because it's going to be very interesting for newer players as well. And I'm going to put my ideas of what I think that they could do to improve it for newer players to keep the players in the game. So yeah, hopefully it'll be something worth watching. But anyway, guys, it's been a great stream as always, and we will definitely see you on Friday. Take care all.